Welcome to our deep dive on funding inmate commissary and inmate trust accounts. Today, we'll unpack why sending money is harder than it should be, how to quickly find the right vendor, and what you can do to reduce delays and fees. We'll use clear steps, visual diagrams, and quick quizzes to help you navigate this fragmented system with confidence. First, we will outline why the commissary funding process is complicated. Next, we will explore the vendor maze and how facilities choose different providers. Then, we will share a fast, step-by-step strategy to find the correct vendor for any facility. After that, we will discuss fees and vigilance, followed by practical tips and common pitfalls. Finally, we will test your knowledge with quick quizzes. Before we begin, please note that this video is for informational purposes only and does not constitute legal, financial, or professional advice. Facility policies, vendor contracts, and fee structures can change at any time. Always verify current rules and approved deposit methods directly with the specific detention facility. To set the stage, the core issue is the absence of a universal platform for inmate deposits. Each facility, county jail, state prison, or federal center, selects its own vendor and terms. As a result, a method that worked at one location often fails at the next. The landscape is opaque by design, which means you must actively investigate each time. This opacity causes delays that can deprive your loved one of essentials when they need them most. This flowchart shows the fastest decision path. You start with the need to send money. First, check the facility's official website for deposit instructions. If instructions are present, follow the listed vendor or method. If not, or if the site is unclear, call the facility's administrative or business office to ask specifically for the official commissary accounting vendor. In parallel, you can try popular portals such as Access Corrections or JailATM, as well as known regional providers. But if your facility does not appear, default to calling. Once you reach the correct office, confirm which methods are allowed: online portal, kiosk, or money order. Then verify fees and limits before depositing. The diagram also emphasizes that you should repeat this verification whenever your loved one is transferred, and that you should not assume previous vendors will still work. Now let's convert the strategy into clear steps. Begin at the facility's official website and find the commissary or inmate accounts page. Confirm the approved vendor or methods. If the information is unclear or missing, call the administrative or business office and ask for the official commissary accounting vendor. Verify which methods are supported, including online portals, in-person kiosks, or money orders, and capture details like fees, limits, and processing times. Record who you spoke to and the time of the call. Complete the deposit and keep all receipts. Finally, if your loved one is transferred, re-verify from scratch. Next, let's discuss the vendor maze. Many viewers are familiar with larger portals like Access Corrections or JailATM. However, it is common for a facility to be absent from these databases. Instead, some centers use regional providers such as CSGPay or vendor portals tied to major communications companies. This variability is normal. The key is to confirm the current contract for the specific facility rather than relying on past experience. Here is a quick comparison of common deposit methods. Online portals can be fast, sometimes near immediate up to 24 hours, but they often include fees, commonly in the range of $5 to $10 per deposit. Kiosks at the facility may post immediately or within a day and provide physical confirmation, but they require travel and are limited to facility hours. Money orders often have low or no fees, but can take several days to process and carry mailing risks. Always confirm the exact fees, limits, and posting times with the facility. Let's compare online portals with money orders. Online portals typically offer posting within minutes to 24 hours, high convenience, and digital receipts that are easy to store. The trade-off is the fee, which is often $5 to $10 or more per deposit. Money orders tend to have low or no fees, but they are slower, require mailing, and offer limited tracking beyond postal or purchase receipts. Your choice should balance urgency, cost, and reliability based on the facility's accepted methods. Quiz time. The question is, when a loved one transfers to a new facility, what should you do first before sending funds? The options are: 1. Use the same vendor as before and send immediately. 2. Check the new facility's official website for the approved vendor and methods. 3. Wait a week and then try a popular portal. 4. Mail cash to the facility's mailing address. You may pause the video now to think about the answer. We will discuss the answer in the next section of the video. The correct answer is to check the new facility's official website for the approved vendor and methods. Each transfer should trigger a complete re-verification to avoid delays and unnecessary fees. This mind map places inmate deposits at the center and shows the major stakeholders and factors. On one branch, the facility includes the administrative office, local policies, and physical kiosks. Another branch covers vendors, including national portals and regional providers. The supporter branch represents your budget, time, verification steps, and receipt management. The fees branch highlights per deposit costs, limits, and processing times. Finally, the risks branch captures common pitfalls, such as selecting the wrong vendor, encountering posting delays, or dealing with transfer-related changes. Now let's address fees and vigilance. Per deposit fees directly reduce the amount your loved one can spend on essentials. Smaller transfers are disproportionately impacted, so consider consolidating transfers if the facility and circumstances allow. Confirm deposit limits and avoid unnecessary splits. Track your total costs over a month rather than focusing on a single transaction, and always retain receipts and transaction identifiers in case a dispute arises. Second quiz. The question is, if the facility doesn't appear on Access Corrections or JailATM, what is the fastest next step? The options are: 1. Try random regional sites until one works. 2. Wait a few days and try again. 3. Call the facility's administrative or business office to ask for the official commissary accounting vendor. 4. Send a money order without confirming anything. You may pause the video now to think about the answer. We will discuss the answer in the next section of the video. The correct answer is to call the facility's administrative or business office and ask specifically for the official commissary accounting vendor. Direct confirmation is faster and reduces the chance of failed deposits or unnecessary fees. This timeline outlines the journey from sending to spending. First, research and identify the correct vendor. Next, verify the allowed methods and associated fees. Then, initiate the deposit. A processing window follows, which can range from minutes to several hours or even days, depending on the method and vendor. Once funds are posted, remember that actual commissary purchases may occur on a fixed schedule, which varies by facility. Finally, retain receipts and monitor account activity. The timeline also notes potential delays if an incorrect vendor is used and reminds you to re-verify after any transfer. Here are the key tips and pitfalls. Do not assume past methods will work. Always re-verify. Start with the facility's website and then call if anything is unclear. Consider consolidating deposits to minimize per-transaction fees when it makes sense. Record the names of staff, dates, and details of your confirmations. Keep every receipt and track your monthly spending. Above all, expect variability and be prepared to adapt when facilities or contracts change. To recap, the system is fragmented, and each facility may rely on a different vendor. The fastest route is to check the facility website, make the necessary phone call to the administrative or business office, and then complete a verified deposit. Be mindful that fees reduce available funds, so plan deposits strategically. Finally, re-verify whenever your loved one is transferred to avoid delays. As we wrap up, thank you for watching. If this walkthrough helped you cut through the commissary maze, please like the video, share it with someone who needs it, and subscribe for more practical guides. Drop your questions, facility experiences, and tips in the comments so others can benefit from your hard-won knowledge.